What is up, guys? This is Gunzillia here, bringing you my very first Black Ops 2 commentary. And yeah, I am so excited to finally have this game in my hands and playing it. You know, we experienced all the hype and all the anticipation. Now, let's get to the nitty-gritty and play this bad boy. And I got to say, this game is awesome. It met my expectations and then over some, you know, and then some. So, I mean, it did do what I thought it was going to do. I mean, it's really a good game. But, you know, go up until my very first game. This is actually my very first game. It only makes it right. First commentary, first game. Am I right? So yeah, my very first game, right away, I knew this Call of Duty was different, and different in a good way. Because, you know, we was all playing before Black Ops 2 came out, Black Ops, you know, we're thinking, okay, this is going to be like Black Ops 2, so let's get in the grind and play some Black Ops. Well, I was totally wrong, and I know a lot of you guys were probably totally wrong about that too. The amount of realism in Black Ops 2 is unbelievable. Like, it's a good, and it spices it up. It spices up the franchise a whole lot, because Treyarch really put a lot of realism into the game. It's not your typical Call of Duty, how it's not really accurately simulated. Well, they kind of simulated a little bit more accurately than your average Call of Duty, because, you know, you used to have perks, for example, that could control the effect in the weapons. Well, now it's attachments, which is more realistic, you know. You're going to have attachments that affect a weapon. You ain't going to be in real life having a perk that does it, you know. So that's one of the examples of how the realism is so, you know, so much in this game. So I really do enjoy it, and I think this enjoyment is going to last. It's not just in the honeymoon stages, because, you know, you can feel it, you know, you can tell with all the amount of hard work and dedication Treyarch has put into this game. I know that it's going to be great. So yeah, like, you know, my first impressions of course was very good. But now your typical map is not like Black Ops. You know, Black Ops 2 varies and differs a whole lot from the original Black Ops. It's like you couldn't even tell that this is a sequel, because it's the maps. The maps and the spawns are way different. Okay, let's take the maps. The maps are really big. No, for Black Ops. No, Black Ops 2, they are really small. They're like kind of Modern Warfare 3-ish, but without the bullshit. So the traffic flows are everywhere. So you got to stay out of the middle of the map. Right there's a pro tip. Already handing out tips in my first commentary. So yeah, stay out of the map, middle of the map. You're just going to get pwned and beasted on, and so forth. So yeah, I just stay out of the middle of the map. And so yeah, the traffic flows are everywhere. It feels like it is so hard to obtain a high score streak because of that. Because it's like everybody's either, you know, it seems like they're all the time might be behind you, or they might spawn behind you, or just in general stuff. It's really hard to obtain a high score streak. You know, we was thinking we was gonna get on here and get a orbital VSAT K9 unit and swarm. Well, I beg to differ. That is totally wrong, unless you stay on the outskirts of the map, or you're just a beast. You know, I mean, you got to play it like, you know, you got to really stay out of the middle point, because the maps are all look towards the middle of the map, and like it seems like there's all these little rooms and places for people to hide, and you know, that's the only thing. You know, I can't really credit to anything for being the reason that why it's hard to obtain high score streaks, besides the way the maps are set up. But that's not that really big of a problem if you just stay out of the middle of the map and play it that way, because, like, you know, a lot of people played on the outskirts of the map on the other Call of Duties, and this one is no different, you know, as far as stay on the outside of the map, and it will help tremendously, because, you know, there are not a lot of people expecting you, and you can flank, so that's really good to do. Now the score streaks, how good are they? Well, I've actually got some higher end score streaks so far already, and I gotta say, they are good. You know, they last, they're durable. And what I mean by that is they don't just go down right when you call them in. Except for one that I can think of off the top of my mind, and it's the only exception, is the quad rotor. Now they should have made it a little bit stronger, but I don't know. Like, as you've already saw it in this gameplay I used, it's the thing where I fly around and shoot people. If you didn't know, the quad rotor can get shot down by a clip of a regular gun almost, you know. So it don't take much to shoot down a quad rotor. So I don't know, that it's not really in my eyes worth the amount of kills it takes, because most of the time people just shoot it down anyway the first chance they get, or people just run around. It's hard to, you know, it's hard to kill them because of the way they run around and get cover. So yeah guys, that's I'm really enjoying it right there. Oh, right there is a shock charge. Them things will come in handy a lot. They're like mini claymores, and then you have 2 of them if you choose to spend the extra little credit class thing on them. But the good thing about it is Scavenger resupplies them, so that's awesome, you know. I like using them as an alert for if somebody's trying to breach my little area. That's really good to use. So yeah guys, this commentary is about to wrap up. You know, to sum it all up, I love Black Ops 2. It is, I couldn't ask for a better game. Black Ops 2 is the bomb. If you haven't got Black Ops, I recommend you do so. It's got a lot of good stuff, you know, to it, so it's really good. I do recommend it, like I said, you know, between the campaign zombies and the multiplayer. So yeah, and I've spent lots of hours in the multiplayer, and expect some tips coming up for you guys real soon, and more commentaries to come. The reason why I didn't upload is because I wanted to let things cool down just a little tad bit, and make sure the video gets kind of noticed in the sub boxes. So there you go guys, I hope you've enjoyed, and can I get a like for my first BO2 commentary? Peace out guys.